Hey, good morning, guys. We're doing a live early this morning because we saw a video of Foodie Beauty that we want to share with you, and I'm just trying to get it on for a second. Let's just give us. Let's just talk about this morning because I think it's pitiful. I think Foodie Beauty is a vile person, and I want to show you why. I want to show you this. Wait a minute. Right, let's this. Look, we all know Foodie Beauty is a grifter. She likes to make money, and this morning I think she crossed a line, and I think that's why people hate her. And it's not infamy. It's not that she's a villain. I think she's a despicable human being. And here's the reason why. You see it here. Where is Bruce Lee? First of all, she named the cat. And second of all, look, she's using a thumbnail of the poor cat. So if Foodie Beauty is not there for the money, why is she doing this? Knowing that she legally cannot she can't use the cats. That people tell her that there's law over there, there's bylaws supposedly that you can help them, but there's no bylaws to abandon them. So let's just be clear. So yeah,
So if you were to take that as content, it would forever be there because there's a law that allows it to happen, and there's a law that stops you from
from helping.
doing anything about it. So
It's
the
always
problem will always be in your face. So she picked a subject matter that she can always reuse to make content because there's always going to be some stranded cat out
yeah.
there.
That's what the guy says. One of the people who actually was defending her. Let's go check this out. The comment section, how they enabling her. Foodie Beauty has a bunch of narcissists, jackass that like to be like her. I guess I don't know.
Well, they're
But
just confirming her cash cow.
exactly. Watch the comment. And she's gonna erase my comment. Me, I told her here, you can read. Your problem is you're selfish. You don't think. You don't care. You just wanted to profit of the misery of the poor cat. Because your channel is dying, you have no more boring story to tell. You're not a villain. You're a despicable human being. That was my comment. Ooh, probably will be deleted when she wake up because it's too early for her. And I always do this because they give my channel time or channel times to be seen and see what we said on the channel. So we go on the morning very early, so it's gonna stay there for maybe 4 hours. And if
By
you
the time catches up,
exactly,
and she goes in there and
you
sees it.
see here, this guy says how many homeless cat that we see on her stream all the time. Yes, we feel sorry, but she really trying to help. Blah blah blah. If you read the comment section, guys, it's unbelievable. The enablers that she has there are huge. You know, they and sometimes I think they're fake accounts of Salah or hers because the comment is so ridiculous that nobody would give them these type of complimentary comments.
Well,
But
we'd like to think.
yeah, we like to think because they look anonymous. There's no pictures. The name is kind of weird, but yeah. Foodie Beauty has a lot of enablers, and this morning we want to expose this. We want to talk about it. Give her an advice. I know I keep saying garlic bread is boring giving advice, but let's just give her once, okay? Madam, you should open a shelter yourself. Stop eating for five people. Take that money if you're not selfish and actually take the money that you eat all day, and put it in somewhere so you can rent a place.
Start a nonprofit.
Yeah, start a non-profit for crying out loud.
Don't try to profit off the cats.
Exactly, she's not doing anything. She's just picking up and racking up money with thumbnail and make people cry. Oh, where's Bruce Lee? She makes me sick. She makes me sick. This person is vile. She has no regard, no regard for life. Um, and like we told you yesterday, obese women or men, obese people in general, will never care about anything but themselves.
They don't.
No, they
They
don't.
don't even care about themselves. That's why they're obese. It's
Exactly.
called not taking care of.
Exactly.
So if you don't take care of yourself, how can you even think about caring about something else or someone else?
Good question. So, this morning we want to tell you guys that this is an outrage for everybody, and that's why she went viral. She was viral on X
She
yesterday.
was trending.
She was trending, and she wondered why. And Madame, if you look at your thumbnails, that's why people hate you. You profit from this. You don't care. Like your husband, you profit from him even if he wants something out of you. You know you can profit of him until you leave Kuwait. So the only reason why you associate yourself with other human beings or animals is to gain something. Foodie Beauty, you are a vile, selfish, hedonist, ugly, fat, sweaty, moldy person. And when you think that people are jealous of you, I think you're demented. You need to go get a checkup. I think Pondu's right. Therapy. You need therapy, madam. Really, really, really bad. You really need therapy. You need to get off the air. You need to take a break. People are sick of you. We're sick of your story, your reheated story. We're sick of your mukbang of you in the same restaurant. You're boring. Do you understand? You're boring, and the only people who sustain you right now is your enabler, the people that doesn't like you, who pretend to like you, like the shoe face or the foot face that you keep calling. These people don't like you. Even teardrops, you have beef with her because you can't keep nobody around. You're just a fat hedonist. You look at yourself with your filters, and you think you're good looking. You think you're a star. You sing. You think you're all that. Everybody can sing. Everybody can look good when they have filters. You're it's
And the
nothing special.
irony, the irony is in the old saying, it ain't over till the fat lady sinks. Well, you're singing, Foodie Beauty,
Yeah,
so it should
I
be
think
over for
it
you.
should be over for you. You know, I really want to go get that fat lady from the Parc Belmont. I think she looks like her with that dress with the muumuu. She looks like her. She's when we
Yeah,
were
she was
young. Yeah,
the horrific freak from the circus.
yeah, when we were young, there was some sort of place looked like a circus with manège.
It was a attracting,
A park attraction, and there was a big fat lady that was on top of the entrance, and she was going like this and laughing, and she was giggling and holding her guts. And where we were young, because me and my husband and I grew up in the same neighborhood, but not in the we didn't know each other, but we can't kind of
We grew up in the same timeline, same locations, but didn't know each other.
exactly. And that fat lady was there to scare you. And I'm telling you, I couldn't get to the Parc Belmont because I was so scared of her. She was at least 500 pounds, and she was
Actually, you can look it up. Belmont Park, Parc Belmont,
yeah.
fat lady.
I think
You'll
it's
see,
there
you'll see some
somewhere.
footage
Yeah,
online.
I'm telling you, man. She's like an horror movie character, and not the good type. Like she thinks she's a villain, but that would be too nice. I love the Joker. I love villains. Some villains have a heart when they lose their mate.
The actual fact is, back in the days, people were considered oddities if they had particular social differences like size or height
Deformity.
or
Yeah.
deformities or beard on a woman or whatever it is. Back in the days, those things were considered oddities. There was even a show called The Oddities, and that's what they were showing us. But these people now are in the forefront. Those type of people, should I say,
Yeah.
are in the forefront, and they're now running the show. So today we live in the world where oddity rules. And that's why Foodie Beauty's on top because people are looking for what's odd.
Yeah, exactly. And the world never changed, really.
It never
No,
changed.
yeah, we did.
It just swapped places.
Yeah, we did call them freaks before, but now the freaks are they are on top.
So we can't call them that because they're on top.
Yeah, they're kind of fashionable. Being a freak right now is fashionable, so,
Yeah.
or it's politically correct.
Yeah, and
You know?
I recall as we always watch Seinfeld, Elaine said it once when the transition of switching over from foul to
Oh yeah, with her nails.
good meaning bad
She
and bad
said,
meaning good.
She said the repulsion was
in.
was in. Yeah, exactly. Well, lower the bar of society is in right
That's
now. To be honest, we're so low that Foodie Beauty doesn't. She doesn't even fit anymore. I think she lowered the bar of society, of humanity, of womanhood. Yeah.
So we
So
kept playing limbo, and
yeah,
we keep lowering the bar. Now we're to the floor.
yeah, and yeah. So the cat story and the thumbnails. It's the proof. If you guys need the proof, the thumbnails this morning is the proof that Foodie Beauty is using these cats. If she had any common sense, she will actually delete all the video about cats and she will go back to what she was, a boring, supposedly influencer, which I don't think they are influencer. That's another topic we can touch because they're not influencer because they copy each other. If you look at that fat bee here, she's copying Lotte Reed and the other blonde one and fat chick. They all talk the same. They have the same.
Like my wife says, they're all clones
Yeah.
of each other.
Yeah.
They're not original content creators.
No.
They're not influencers.
No.
They are influenced by
and
other
they steal each other
influencers.
content
Yeah.
anyway. So if you are a real influencer, like for example, I want to say me and my husband and I are influencing people in our neighborhood. We moved from the hood to the woods, so now we are with a bunch of redneck that doesn't know how to fashion themselves. So we walk around and people look at us, and
Like
especially
we're odd.
yeah, we're odd, like because I'm feminine. I wear my miniskirt and it look kind of Japanese style, and my husband look kind of American. So they're like, whoa, and
And here
here
people
you.
are more wearing overalls and
Yeah,
cowboy
but
hats.
that's what I said, the redneck style. So we are kind of influencer because nobody dress like us. We don't dress like other people because we pick our clothes, which nobody else wear. I don't wear what's like jeans with holes, or we don't wear popular clothes. We choose our
Not
own.
trend- we're
Nah, yeah,
we're
we're not.
trendsetters.
Yeah, we're trendsetters.
We're not trend followers. we're
Exactly. Thank you. So me and my husband and I are like that. We are influencer in real life. We don't care about internet. Not that we don't care about the viewers. We don't care about online. Online is a mystical place where you can make believe, you can lie, you can make yourself look good when you don't, you can make yourself sound right and smart when the AI can write your text. All that is fake. If you didn't see it in flesh, it's not real. Remember that. Today in 2025, if it's not in your face, it's not real. So people online are not influencer. They're not. We shouldn't call them influencer because the only thing they do is to copy each other.
They
If-
are influenced.
yeah,
They're not
exactly.
influencers.
The influenced of this world.
Yeah.
They're so boring. They can't keep a job. They can't have a social life. They're so odd that they go online and call that a job by talking shit about makeup, food, whatever. And that's not a job. That's why we here make this for kind of fun.
It's
We're,
a pastime.
it's
for
a
us.
pastime for us because we're too busy. But if you really call that a job, you're a loser. You can't be an influencer and call this a job. It's not a job because your content's gonna be stolen. Even if you're an original
Content
influencer,
creator.
yeah, they're gonna steal it from you. So and there's nothing you can do because if they put enough change or if they do copyright just enough, yeah, you're gonna get your shit
They
stolen.
usually fair use it.
Fair use it, exactly. So no, man, it's not a job. You do this for fun, and if you make money out of it, good. If you don't, it's okay. Online is not life. Okay, we're not living in a computer.
It's virtual.
It's virtual, and it's called virtual reality for a reason. It's not reality. Your reality is your daily, day to day. What you do is waking up, eat, socialize, work, help your help the weeks. That's life, not being online pretending to help. Because for example, we are a non-profit. Me and my husband, we are no
A
BNL. We
nonprofit.
a non-profit for 18 years. No, 12 years. We're together for almost 20, 12 years. Okay, no more than that. 16 years. Yeah, 16. Wow, we did the 12 years 5 years ago. Woof. Yeah, we're at 16, 17. I don't even 2008. How
Yeah,
long?
we're now 18 years.
18 years.
The
That back
organization
then,
has
man.
17
Wow.
years.
Wow. Yeah, we're 18 years in with our nonprofit helping others.
In
And
3 more years, it'll be 20 years. No, 2 more years, it'll be 20 years.
yeah, and us will be almost 25.
2007 we met.
Oh, yeah.
2027 is in 2 years.
Yeah.
It'll be 20 years.
20 years. Ooh, tabadouche. Hey, you're the one who knows the year. Ooh. Okay. That's a bad catch up for women. Yeah. So, yeah. I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Yeah.
The organization.
Yeah,
has
we
to-
help people, and Foodie Beauty should actually do the same. She's in Kuwait, there's no help. Why not create a nonprofit? Why not do something? No, she wants to profit of the situation and the misery of the cats.
And, I mean, it. The intention, I understand, because that's how we started our nonprofit. Like you just said, we we helped others, but the nonprofit helped us. It was a therapeutic gesture to help others in need.
Yeah, I was talking about real life.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
real life. So you telling her that would be telling her to help the cats would be therapeutic because she would be helping something.
And she will be busy and stop eating.
Yeah,
She will stop thinking about food. The problem, that's why I have a hard time to believe that food is an addiction, because if she will keep busy, she will stop thinking about food. Not, or contrary to drugs, even if you keep working or get busy, that you can think, you just think about it.
yeah.
Food is not a reason why you stop living your real life. And that's the problem with people and influencer we're talking about, is online is fake. They pretend to help, but it's fake. Even if I look these guys like Bond or they love to give. It's still
Zachary.
Zachary. Yeah, they give a bunch of money to people, but it's still profiting of their misery. Here, when we do a nonprofit, we do events. We can't take pictures. We can't put this online. People's gonna, man, we're gonna be crucified. They're gonna crucify us because when we put a picture of us giving sandwich or whatever, they say, "Hey, they're homeless. They don't need to be used for content on your nonprofit channel or your nonprofit social media. We're not putting this on our personal page. We put this on the Le Grand Pas. We put this on our nonprofit page, and even then, people complain. They say, "Hey, you can do this. You can put this, and you can." So, listen, if you want to help,
What they don't understand either is that the people that are on our social media are people that we built links with and
are
actually
dead.
allow us. They allowed us. Those
Yeah.
who are dead, we
Yeah.
still. The reason they're there is because we built links with them
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
know them.
Before
They're
they
not
died.
there. Yeah, they're not there because they're just a stranger that died. They're there because we built links with them and we knew them and we understand their life and their plight, and now we have a closure to get to offer to people to know their life story and why they were where they were and how they suffered. You know, so she should be doing the same for these cats. If you have found a cat that's suffering and you want to name it, well, don't make it just a prop.
She should have done this in secrecy. That's the problem with that fat bee. The fat bee has a problem and she likes to be seen as a good person. That's why I don't believe online when someone pretend to be good that they can be good in real time, because online is fake. People do this for content, period.
And they only expose the best part of them.
Yeah.
They don't expose the worst part of them.
No. Because
when it happens by accident,
like she did with her husband.
Yeah.
They remove the content, or she's gonna come and say,
edit it.
She's gonna say no. She's gonna say we're gonna clear the air. She's gonna come and justify why it happened.
And make a false confession.
She didn't even take the time to edit because it was live. Remember when they went to check it, whatever? No. They go and clear the air. They make a second video and explain why it happened. No, madam, that's real life. That's real time. Real time is real shit. It's not your phonery, fuckery, your joke of life that you edit and pretend. That's an edit video. She's a liar. The man, this morning, this thumbnail just make me so sick. I mean, I just don't want to think about this person anymore. So I'm gonna just leave you guys with this. We've been here for 30 minutes. I know it's early. We need to start getting more subscription, but we're going to repeat ourselves. We want to grow organically, so it doesn't matter if we have only 2 views or 2 people watching or writing. It doesn't matter to us. What we want is our message to be out there, so if someone wants to listen to it and agree with us, we can be a mob against.
We want common sense to rise again.
Exactly.
So if this makes common sense to you, then stick to
it.
Yeah,
stick to it, and please come and watch us next time live. We're gonna pop out in the morning early, pop out maybe late at night around 7 p.m. for sure, and during the day, except maybe filming the farm or the animals for you guys, or if we go out, and we want to share the experience with you during the day. But during the day, we're busy people. We have a farm. We help people. We used to have a resident here, and we help indigenous women and men that wants to have a life outside of the region to come at the farm and do agricultural work with us. And
Outside of the city, in the
outside,
regions, yeah.
exactly. So here is very peaceful. We love our life where we don't want to be online, we don't want to be famous, we don't want to be infamous. We just want to, like my husband said right there, is agreeing with you guys somewhere a point so we can change online content. I think mukbang should be banned. We should talk about it. We should have a live event when you guys are more aware of what we do and you like what we do. We're gonna have a conversation about banning mukbang on the internet. We're gonna start with YouTube, but it should be banned. I
Because
don't.
it's not about just what we have in common. It's about what makes sense that we have in common. Because just things that we have in common, things are trendy. They come and go, and some of them don't make any sense. And people just follow it and destroy our fabric of society because they feel it's progressive. But not everything that's progressive is progression.
You know.
It's not all progress.
No. So to this morning, Foodie Beauty, like this guy here said, she went to the lowest of her life. You see here, this guy, she went even lower, and I think there's a lot of commentary people on that woman, and she wonder why. Well, madam, just stop being foolish and an hedonist. If you don't know what an hedonist here is, you should go look up the definition of it. And I think in the dictionary they should put the face of Foodie Beauty. I think she's defining hedonism. She is the worst type of person I ever met, encounter in my life. And we're not young, when we're not old, but yeah, it's
Beelzebub.
yeah. The Foodie Beauty has some demon that she has to deal with, and she better just go see a psychiatrist or an exorcist. An exorcist. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We would just want to bring the cat story and show you the thumbnail, how she doesn't care. And this is the living proof of Foodie Beauty, what she is, what type of person she is, and how our
Yeah.
channel is going to end.
That's her actions, and we're just waiting for your reaction.
Yeah, have a good day, guys, and thank you for watching.